Good morning, Facebook. We're here for another edition of the Morning Road Report. Today is January 15th. School was canceled. The roads, I don't know. I'm a little disappointed so far already. I'm not even down the street yet. Let me put my seatbelt on so you don't have to listen to that. Right. I'm a little surprised that school was canceled. With what I'm seeing here so far, I'm not even down Duff Avenue yet, and I'm not seeing very bad road conditions already. Thought I was gonna get to see some bad road conditions. This is nothing. I'm probably wasting y'all's time this morning. These morning driving videos when the snow hits have been just ultra popular though. So many people watched them. I mean, I'm talking thousands. After the live's done, I turned them into reels. And it's just crazy the amount of people that are interested in seeing what the road conditions are. Like, people really like snow. It's pretty interesting. Got a brand new fancy camera mount, so I don't have to hold my phone and drop it and break all kinds of laws. Yeah, this is probably not going to be a long video where I'm going to drive around too much like I did on the other ones, because the road is pretty much completely clear. Surprisingly, I'm actually pretty surprised they closed school. That's what I'm seeing here so far. Lots of work happening downtown today, like every day. Gotta feel sorry for these workers today. It is nasty. Hard work. Definitely not made any easier by it being, I don't know, what is it, like 17 degrees? I don't know. I didn't look at it when I left the house. I know that's what the low was this morning. Maybe it's warmed up a little bit from that, but all right. Well, I was hoping to get some video of some bad road conditions. This is pretty much nothing. We're downtown on Main Street, headed east. So we'll cut through downtown real quick and just see what it looks like. If nothing else, we can see what kind of work's happening today. Maybe instead of a bad road conditions report, we'll give you the morning traffic report. Looks like the road is possibly closed here. Oh no, okay, he says slow. Closed down on the right and the left up here. Man, another day, lots of work happening. My friend Connie says it's 18 degrees right now in the comments. Thank you, Connie. Believe it or not, my Jeep does not have a temperature like most cars do, which is actually surprising for a Jeep. You'd think you might want to know what the temperature is. Alright, very rough roads like normal, but that has nothing to do with the snow. Thank you to everyone who's joining me this morning. Looks like we got some people watching. Some people have already got tired of this and signed off. I can't really blame you since it's not very snowy. Man, big hole right there. But anyway, at least you got something to entertain you this morning. Lots of interesting stuff going on in Clarksburg. As everyone knows, the registration for city council candidates has opened up, and for the water board. I'm running for the water board, but I'm not going to sit here and self-promote myself. I won't do that. Wayne Worth running for mayor. He's officially registered. I have pretty much no doubt that Wayne Worth will be mayor, and he'll probably be a good mayor. I give Wayne a little bit of crap, but that's just because I want him to be a little bit better. A couple other people I saw signed up. Mayor Malfa Joe is now running for council instead of mayor, so I assume he'll do well also. And then a couple of newcomers signed up. Oh, jeez. God, I'm having a complete brain fart at the moment on the people who signed up for city council. And I can't see anything when I'm on live. I'll think of it here in a minute. One of the ones I'm pretty excited about, a good friend of mine who actually works with me. His name is Trevor Vance. He signed up to run, so that's exciting. I like seeing young people get involved. Trevor, I think he said he's 29 or 28. So I think that's amazing for the city. You know, what we need to do is get rid of some of these old people. You know, no offense, but seems like a lot of them have been trying to run the city exactly the same way for a long time. Might be nice to get some 20, 30-year-old minds in there. See if they come up with some new ideas how to do things differently. So, that's my quick plug for Trevor Vance. He's actually a descendant of Cyrus Vance, who is, if you're a history guy or girl, one of the biggest political figures in the history of Clarksburg. Cyrus Vance, he was Secretary of State, and I believe he was maybe Secretary of Defense also. So I mean, pretty serious guy in the government. I mean, we're going way back. I couldn't tell you what year. Unfortunately, I can't cheat and look at AI or Google when I have Facebook Live up, so I'm stuck with my old memory. So you might get some things and you might not get some things. Today is my birthday. I turned, well, let's just say I turned old today. I won't advertise the number. I was already old, but I turned a little older. Yeah, this is going to be a pretty short video of Clarksburg because the road conditions are fine. I mean, I don't want to force you to watch a video just for me to get likes when there's really nothing to see. So we'll go up here to get on 50 and come back, and we'll end it there because this is pretty much a non-issue. If you had plans today, I would say don't cancel them. This is not a problem. I never even turned to four-wheel drive on my Jeep. The kids got a school day off today. School was canceled. I'll tell the kids, if any kids tuned in here, you got very lucky because you probably should have went to school today. The cold is an issue too, though. You always got to remember, give the school board a little credit, the superintendent, whoever makes the decision. They don't always cancel school based on the snow. It was, 15, 16, 17 degrees today, so you got to think of all the little kids going out there and standing waiting for the bus. That's a pretty brutal temperature. Especially in an area like ours where there's so many underprivileged people, underprivileged kids, probably don't have the right kind of clothing for this kind of terrible, terrible weather. It's really a bad time of year for anyone underprivileged when it starts getting these kind of temperatures. Yeah, see, somebody just told me it's 20 degrees. Yeah, it is now, but I think it was 16 or 17 this morning. It's 9:42 now. So, and I'm just saying, you can't always look at your situation in life and say it wasn't worth canceling school today, because there's probably people in much worse situations that were really thankful that they didn't have to deal with this weather today. All these poor people out here working on the roads in downtown Clarksburg today. I feel sorry for them. Same concept. The temperature and everything's not so bad for me because I work and live in very comfortable conditions, but if you had to go out there and work in what it's like today, definitely probably make you consider moving south. That's one thing about people who work outside and stuff, man. I don't know how you come to the conclusion that you want to live in West Virginia and work outside. I think if I had an outside job, I'd be looking at least North Carolina, if not Georgia. Whoa! Something in the road, big hole. You wonder why I'm swerving. I don't know if you saw it. It must have been a product of some salt today. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty much going the speed limit. I'm going 55. There's really nothing to see here. Jessica Trickett, my good friend from high school, says that the back roads are not good. I don't know, maybe I should go find a back road. I've never done that for y'all, but let's go find a back road just to see. nice new phone holder for today's video. If it seems like I'm swerving around, you got to give me a little bit of... my Jeep has really big tires and a lift kit, so it wanders around the road in normal road conditions, let alone when it's wet and I don't know. I don't think it's icy. I guess it might be. Doesn't seem like it is. Jessica says, come to Glen Falls, Arlington. All right, I like that invitation. I'll go anywhere Jessica tells me to go. All right, so let's go check it out. Let's go check out Glen Falls. I haven't been to Glen Falls in a while. Not a direction I usually go, but it probably is the closest back road to me anyway, so we'll get off up here at the North View exit and go check it out. But we can say 50 is good to go. If your plans today were to go to East Point or one of the nice small businesses in Clarksburg to spend some of your consumer dollars and help the city of Clarksburg, do not stay home today. Go out and spend that money. See what we got in Clarksburg. The road here through North View. Oh gosh, man, terrible. Making my Jeep make all kinds of noises I didn't even know it could make. Rough. Reminds me of downtown. So welcome to North View. So if you're just joining us, you know I usually just drive around Clarksburg, but we got a recommendation to come look at the roads, back roads, Glen Falls and Arlington. So we're gonna go check that out real quick since we were super close and going the right direction anyway. North View, one of our most prominent and best neighborhoods in Clarksburg, one of my favorites. D'Annunzio's Italian bread. In my opinion, by far the best pepperoni roll in existence. I love the pepperoni roll debate, if anybody wants to have it. I can kind of see the comments, as long as y'all don't comment too fast. I have to be able to drive too, so. But in my opinion, just so I have something to talk about and I'm not just sitting here, the D'Annunzio's pepperoni roll. I feel like the tomorrow's pepperoni roll used to be just as good or better, but something changed over the last few years. D'Annunzio's, I think D'Annunzio's actually maybe even got better, and tomorrow's changed a little bit, and I'm not really loving the change. I am all about the D'Annunzio's pepperoni roll. And, you know, if you're in the comments and you're thinking of other pepperoni rolls, like from Fairmont or something, don't even comment. I don't want to hear about any Fairmont pepperoni rolls. You're on the Clarksburg News and Observer Live. There is no other pepperoni roll as far as I'm concerned. Those are Strombolis that they make in Fairmont. They don't even know what a pepperoni roll is. Or a calzone, I don't know. What else could you call it? Those are meat pockets they make up in Fairmont. They don't have pepperoni rolls. Well, so far so good here. We're still in the city though. Let's see if it just like turns to complete hell when you leave the city. Cheryl Brady says she grew up smelling pepperoni rolls every day. Cheryl, I don't know how you survived that. I always tell Jerry Riffle too. Jerry Riffle tells me he grew up right beside Tomorrow's Bakery. I would definitely have weighed 400 pounds. I was already pretty fat when I was young, but if I had to live right beside the bakery, I don't know. I don't think I could have survived that. Oh, look at the change as soon as you leave Clarksburg. That is crazy. Wow. That is so weird. So what's the difference? So Clarksburg must have done a really good job salting the road, because as soon as we pass into Glen Falls, Arlington area, because the city limits are right back there, like an immediate change. Oh my God, this is actually really bad. Look, I'm gonna hit my brakes. Oh, yeah. See, this is what we want to see. Jessica, you're the hero today. Good job getting me to come out here. Yeah, I'm actually gonna turn my four-wheel drive on, because this is totally sketch. Man, this is slick. I'm telling you, wow. What a difference. Okay, let's hit the brakes again just because it's fun and I like doing it. Look at this. Oh, that is me sliding, folks. This car, oh my God, that was a bad timing thing. Yikes. I just can't believe it's that big a difference from Clarksburg outside the city limits. Look. Look at that sign, Trump Vance. That's cool. So apparently city council candidate Trevor Vance has somehow gotten Donald Trump to endorse him and add him to his campaign signs. That is so cool for Trevor Vance. His name being right there with Donald Trump. No, so anyway, I was talking about people running for city council. Drew Banko's also running. I think he's ran once or twice before. And Drew's an awesome guy. Like I keep saying, I would like to see some new people get on city council. That's why an old dog like me decided I didn't even want to run. Now the water board's a whole different animal, but gosh man, the city needs new ideas. I'd like to see some of these young people get on there. There's also a female running, and I can't remember her name right now. If somebody in the comments knows, tell me. Her last name is Runner. It's either Runner or Rudder. Somebody knows her first name, remind me. Like I said, I'm without a phone when I'm on Facebook Live. I can't use my usual resources. This road is terrible. I'm sorry I'm skipping around what I'm saying, but gosh man, I was thinking the roads were like perfect. And then you come to a back road, completely different. Completely different. This is terrible. I mean, it's super slick. I'm going 12 miles an hour right now. There's another Trump Vance sign. Congratulations to Trevor Vance for already getting all this attention in his city council run. So anyway, what I was saying about the other girl running for city council, I forget her name. I don't think anybody said it in the comments. But I think her husband ran before. And it's Rudder or Runner, one or the other. I think it's Rudder. But I don't know anything about her. I just saw her announcement the other day. I'll add in the comments later what her first name is. I feel bad for not remembering it. And then I've heard rumors about some other people who are going to run, but I don't know. You don't want to think about any rumors until they actually sign up. Of course, Tuna is thinking about running for mayor against Wayne Worth. I really like Tuna. I think he would be a good mayor. You couldn't have much more opposite approaches, I think, than what Tuna's approach would be and what Wayne Worth's approach would be. So I think that would actually be a pretty interesting election between those two. This is awful out here. Like, I'm going to turn around. There's actually a truck behind me. I'm going to expose to you guys how much of a city boy I am. I've lived in Clarksburg my whole life. Well, I lived in North Carolina for 10 years, but born and raised here, went to Liberty High School, dated a really pretty girl that lived out this way one time, but I don't think I've ever been out this road this far. maybe when I was running for magistrate, I may have come out here and talked to some people. Definitely not a place that I've been to a bunch of times, though. Oh, somebody just asked where I am. I'm on, I came through Northview and I'm headed out Glen Falls direction. All right. Yeah, this is, for a city boy like me, this is like serious country, Harrison County. I know the people who live in the country probably are cracking up hearing me say that, but this is crazy. Like, this road, they got significantly more snow here, actually. This is way more snow. There's Outlook Drive, if you're wondering where I am. I'm Glen Falls at Outlook Drive. I'm having a little trouble with my phone holder. It's not sticking to the window like it's supposed to. Maybe too cold. I'm having to stick my thumb up there and push it back up every few minutes. Let's try to clip it back down and see if that helps. Look at these cows. Man, poor cows. Cows are cold. I need to put them on the grill. Oh. That wasn't a very politically correct statement, probably. It would warm them up, though. This road is terrible. Like, I'm going to slide all the way down this hill. And there's a truck coming the other way. I think I'll just let him come before I even go down. What a crazy difference between the city of Clarksburg and, you know, 1 or 2 miles outside of Clarksburg. Like, not even comparable. But it looks like they got a good bit more snow here. At least double. This is actually pretty interesting. I'm glad I did this because, you know, we always hear people getting angry. Well, maybe I shouldn't say angry, but kind of, oh man, I'm sliding like crazy to get up this little hill. I think I burned all 4 tires there. Yeah, people get angry and get annoyed when school gets closed sometimes, and they give the, you know, school board and the superintendent a lot of crap. But you have to remember, everybody doesn't live inside the city limits. This is an absolutely night and day difference. I turned here. I don't even know where this road goes. If I get lost in Harrison County, that'd be pretty embarrassing. Sorry about the humming sound if you hear that. I have 2 big lights on the front of my Jeep. I call them my vampire killer lights. You know, in case you roll up on some vampires or zombies or some other monsters, you can blind them while you shoot them with my giant lights. So I call them vampire killer lights. Just because I think it's funny. Another group of cows eating this morning. You got to give the guy credit who owns these cows. He actually has been out here this morning and threw fresh hay out because it does not have snow sitting on top of it. So that's pretty impressive. Jessica says this takes me out to Summit Park. Ugh, I don't want to go to Summit Park. I would have rather turned around and went back to Northview. Alright, we'll go this way. Let's see what happens. If I get lost in Harrison County, that's probably the end of my county political career. I won't be able to run for magistrate or anything again. People out here will never vote for me. Oh God, this road's as bad as downtown Clarksburg. No, it's not. Actually, there's no metal plates, so it's actually still a little better. I keep getting a really slow connection. I hope I don't lose my connection. This has actually turned into kind of an interesting video. Sorry, I missed the turnoff for Jessica's house. You got some pretty serious farmers out this way. That's what Jeffrey Steele just said. He's right about that. Lots of farming going on out here. Nice looking farms too. Beautiful land out here. I've sold some houses out this direction before. For those of you that know me, you know I'm a real estate agent. I've sold tons and tons of houses in Harrison County. Probably thousands. And this road, yeah, you're right, Jessica Butcher, this road is better than downtown. It's actually gotten really smooth now. It just had a few bumps there for a minute. Well, so if you're wondering why school was canceled today, I'll answer the question for you. This is why school was canceled today. It's the back roads. This is awful. Like, if a school bus has to come down through here, you're definitely putting the kids and the traffic in just unnecessary danger. I mean, they've built enough snow days and ice days into the calendar, and we haven't had very many this year. It was definitely a good decision to cancel school today. I think they've only canceled, what, maybe 3 days this year so far? Maybe 4. So, might as well burn one up. So somebody said this eventually comes out in Summit Park. I guess I'm going to learn something today. Okay, that's kind of embarrassing. I'm exposing myself. I am a city boy. Unless I was selling a house, I would never have a reason to come out this direction. So, and you know, I feel like I've sold houses on almost every street and every road, but I don't know this road. I don't know that I've ever driven this way. This might be a good shortcut for future knowledge if you don't want to drive by all the cops. Man, this is becoming a bad information video. It's a pretty cool road, actually. Beautiful house right there. Looks like their siding came off one side, but that looks like a pretty new house. Nice looking. Huge deck. They got a big barn. Look at that barn. Now, I don't know if these people are still farmers, but somebody was a serious farmer at some time. That's a big barn. Brian Shaw, he's coaching me on how to drive this. Coming up on some big turns and a big downhill slide, he says. Man, I hope I don't meet another car. It's really, it's really pretty thin here. Like, how do you pass here if you don't want to, like, drive behind somebody? This is not a very good passing lane. See, this is why I stay in the city. Oh, yeah. This is slick. Feeling that Jeep Wrangler power now. Jessica, did you just remember me having a Pontiac Sunfire? Jessica, I'm gonna have to slap you when I see you. That was a Trans Am, girl. Trans Am. Jessica was my girlfriend for a short time in high school, and we did a lot of running around. So I guess I have been in the back roads of this area before, maybe at some point. But she just said I had a Sunfire. I was way too cool for a Sunfire. What is this? Is this for real? Oh shit! Where am I? Oh my God, Brian Shaw. You knew what you were talking about, bro. Is that what you were warning me about? So Jessica says I've been on this road before. Oh, we're going to go back down the hill we just came up. Lord. Okay, I might pick a better road to explore next time. Oh my gosh, I'm slipping like crazy. This is going to become a much more interesting video if my brakes lock up and I just end up sliding down this beast. Let's actually downshift a little here. Let's go slow. Rachel asks if I remember Mike Hunt. Mike Hunt? Is there a Mike Hunt? Rachel, I love you. I love that you just wanted me to say that on this video. I don't remember a real Mike Hunt, but I think you just pulled a Simpsons thing on me there, Rachel. Wait, was there really a Mike Hunt? Rachel, one of my favorite people. I love the opportunity to connect with my old friends here. I worked at Taco Bell with Rachel when I was like 17 years old. And I was constantly trying to date Rachel, but she was like a few years older than me. I don't think she was into a 17-year-old. Yeah, Taco Bell. Good times. I loved everybody at Taco Bell. I'm still good friends with Mindy. Look at this. Ah. Used to be really good friends and talk to... Oh, I shouldn't bring up people's names. Yeah. Everybody had a boyfriend back then. I was cooler than your boyfriend, though. I just wasn't cool enough for you. You were hot and older than me. You were probably looking for a dude with a better job than Taco Bell at the time. What is happening here? This road. This is awful. I wonder if a school bus even comes out this far. Oh, look, there's a real road. I'm gonna get off this sumbitch. Oh, shit! Okay. All right, folks, this is for real now. We are drifting off the road. Woo! This just became a much more interesting video. My Jeep will not even stop. I'm sliding right now. The good news is I just ran in the ditch, but I do have 35-inch tires, so you didn't even really know I went in the ditch because I drove right out of it. Okay, I don't want to go back in this ditch though. It's a little deeper, so good God, this is so slick. I don't know if a school bus even goes this direction, but wow, like that was so bad. I actually went in the ditch on one of these videos, so that was cool. Y'all got to see that. I'm sliding. Like, I hope a car's not coming. I'm not going to be able to stop here. Woo! Shite. All right. Well, that was super fun. I'm glad to be off of that. Thanks again, Jessica Trickett. that was some bullshit right there. Wow. Okay. Well, that was a whole different kind of video. You actually got to see me slide into a ditch. Well, it's a good thing I have a lift kit and really big tires, or this would have became a much longer video of me waiting for someone to come pull me out. I also have a winch, so I could have done that too, but it's really cold. I'm glad I didn't have to do any of that bullshit. All right, so we went in the ditch, but we did not get hung up. So my recommendation will be to stay off of that road today. What was that, Jack Run? Yeah. Jack Run. If you live there, maybe just sit and enjoy your heat today. Or at least wait till later, because that was absolutely treacherous. Oh, I'm sorry I missed it. Rachel said the boyfriend worked at Sears at the time. Okay, gotcha, Sears. You know, can't compare that that Taco Bell change to those Sears hard dollars. All right. Anyway, this was fun. Thanks to everybody for chatting with me. Thanks to Rachel and Jessica for entertaining me. And you all have a nice day. Major roads, you know, even here in Summit Park, 2-lane roads, Route 50, they're all fine. But you might discover some different things if you go off the beaten path. All right, y'all have a nice day. See you later. Thank you for joining News and Observer Live.